Brutal Gambino hitman Joey Testa will soon be freed after 35 years behind bars, despite life sentence for role in 11 murders. Written by Mary Kay Lynch and John Levine of the New York Post. They're getting the gang back together. Notorious Gambino crime family hitman Joey Testa will soon be out on the streets in April after 35 years behind bars, the Federal Bureau of Prisons announced, just weeks after the Post reported on the release of Testa's partner Anthony Center, the other half of the murderous duo known as the Gemini Twins. The twins again back together. Both Testa 69 and Center 68 were paroled after serving a fraction of the life plus 20-year sentences they were handed in 1989 for participating in at least 11 murders. The feds confirmed this. Quote, Joey had serious medical problems for years and he has done well in prison, Testa's attorney Linda Sheffield told the Post. Those are the things that play into setting a release date. In the 1970s and 1980s, Testa and Center belonged to a mob crew run by Gambino made man Roy DeMeo. The crew used the Gemini Lounge at 4021 Flatlands Avenue in Flatlands, Brooklyn, as a launch pad for murders, car thefts, drug trafficking, and other crimes. Quote, it was a regular blue-collar place, a one-time Gemini Lounge regular recalled of the bar, which has since become a storefront church. Quote, you didn't know that there was a murderous maniac running around, unquote. The inseparable Testa and Center, pals since childhood, spent so much time at their boss's hangout, they were dubbed the Gemini Twins. Federal and city authorities traced at least 75 deaths and disappearances to DeMeo's crew, and independent researchers put the salvage toll at more than 200. Witnesses for the prosecution in Testa's 1989 trial revealed that those marked for death would be lured to an apartment turned slaughterhouse next to the Gemini Lounge. But because his crimes were committed prior to 1987, when new federal sentencing guidelines kicked in, Testa became eligible for parole after serving just 10 years of his lifetime term, according to the U.S. Parole Commission. Nephew and godson Tony Testa, 44, said the family is thrilled to see the ex-mobster set free. Quote, the Lord is amazing, unquote, said Testa, a real estate developer in Comac, Long Island. Uncle Joey did his time, and he never complained, and the parole board saw that he served his penance. Tony Testa, who bills his family as the Kennedys of the Costa Nostra on social media, has tried to spin his uncle's infamy into pop culture gold. A self-proclaimed mob rapper, he has released 2 albums, completely with a grisly music video dramatizing the DeMeo crew's bloody execution technique. Quote, hey, that's entertainment, he said. I don't know about all that. I'm a law-abiding citizen, but I'll use what I can, you know? While Center, scheduled to be released in June, is already living in a New York City halfway house, Testa will likely reside with his wife Joanne, 71, in Nevada, Sheffield said. The couple has 2 grown daughters and 2 grandchildren. He is not well enough to go to a halfway house, the attorney said. He's going to go home. It's always good to go home. But locals suspect the dual release signals new revelations to come. There's a rumor going around that when those guys get out, they'll spill the beans, the former Gemini Lounge patron said. They know where a lot of bodies are buried. There's no reason for them to be let out unless they've been cooperating with someone. Okay, that's what say. So somebody says that they're talking. The justice system says that they got grandfathered in to some old school rules with some new school rules, and they were eligible after 10 years of serving their life sentence, which is a pretty good deal if you ask me. Now, I say they did their time. Then they deserve, they did their time. They're old men. I don't think they're going to be a harm to society, and I think they should go home and be with their families with whatever time they got left on this planet. Let me know if you agree with me or not. But who would have said 10 years ago that one day the Gemini Twins would be let out of jail? I don't think anybody could have said that. You know what I mean? Big Rich, Queens, New York City, where we keep it busy. Mob stories. Smoking on some Top Dog Sour. Still sunshine for the soul on a Sunday afternoon. Let me know what city you're in and let me know what you're smoking on. And we will talk soon. Salute.